Good morning, guys. Welcome in to the show. All right, let's get into it here. Have a quick look at the market. BTC 42,000. Not too bad. Not too bad. This is what we like to call a DCA opportunity, guys. Algo, very nice. Can pick some more algo up. Caspa's down 4.5%. VRA, nice opportunities out there, guys. Very nice. Bonk still up 63.8%. Crazy pump yesterday for Bonk, guys. Holy smokes. Got listed on crypto.com and Binance last night. I did shorts on those, so check them out. Jasmy's pumping 2.5%, up 7.2 on the week. Very nice little morning for Jasmy. And yeah, let's kind of get into it here, guys. Also, guys, check out the channel sponsor, by the way, L Bank. Somebody asked me this morning where they could pick up Bonk. You can actually pick up Bonk on the channel sponsor, L Bank. Link is in the description. You can do your spot trading, leverage trading, copy trading. No KYC required. You get your Bonk over there and stuff. But, guys, I would say this, though, about Bonk. Listen, you want Bonk, you get Bonk. I'm not giving you financial advice, but when you look at the pumpage of Bonk, right? Just even if you're just looking at the week, 142%. Yesterday it pumped up over 100%, guys. Um, if you buy Bonk right now, in my opinion, you are buying not the top, but you're buying a top. And it's obviously going to have a bit of a pullback after all the pumping over the last week or so. So I would say that if you want to get in on Bonk, then I would wait personally for a pullback or an opportunity to get in, not when it's up 63% on the morning. Just be safe out there, guys, right? All right, let's get into it here. SEC denies Coinbase's petition for transparent crypto rules. The U.S. SEC has officially denied crypto exchange Coinbase's petition request for more transparent crypto rules and regulations. Moreover, SEC Chair Gary Gensler released a statement on the denial of the rulemaking request, citing sufficient regulations in the market presently. Within his released statement, Gensler added two additional reasons for the denial. Conversely, he stated, there is no evidence that crypto investors are less deserving of the protections of our securities laws. Additionally, he referenced the Supreme Court SEC versus Howey decision in his statement. ah. SEC rejects Coinbase's request for increased crypto rules. Throughout the last 2 years, the digital asset sector has been vocal in its request for crypto-specific regulations in the United States. Amid long-standing conflict with the SEC, companies involved in the industry have been faced with enforcement-focused regulations, ultimately pleading with the agency to shift its focus. Yet, it appears as though change is not on the horizon in terms of the agency's view of the market. Indeed, the SEC has officially denied crypto exchange Coinbase's request for transparency in crypto rules and regulations. Moreover, SEC Chair Gary Gensler released a statement that displays he has missed the point entirely. For existing laws and regulations, first, existing laws and regulations apply to crypto security markets. Second, the SEC addresses the crypto security markets through rulemaking as well. Third, it is important to maintain commission discretion in setting its own rulemaking priorities. Within his response, Gensler highlighted three reasons for the denial. Primarily, he stated that existing laws already apply to the crypto securities markets. Uh, there's no such thing as a crypto securities market. Thereafter, he noted two Supreme Court cases that signify the governance of these securities laws on crypto. Specifically, Gensler stated congressional creation of securities laws was to govern investments. In whatever form they are made and by whatever name they are called. Conversely, he expressed his disagreement with the petition assertion that now is the right time for the regulatory action it suggests. So, guys, where do you even begin with this, right? let's start here. First of all, there's no such thing as security cryptos. There's no classification under the law for that classification. It's a term that Gary Gensler has coined, and he thinks that he can speak it into existence if he says it enough out loud, that it'll catch on, it'll become a thing. Unfortunately for Gary, it's not a thing. It's a word he made up, right? So, first of all, second of all, Gensler just said, I think it was yesterday or the day before, in a statement when he was being interviewed about crypto, and he was being asked about the grayscale ruling and stuff, and the spot Bitcoin ETF applications, and he said, a court, when the courts tell us something, we try to. So basically, we said is, so the court told them that in the grayscale approach, they were wrong, right? That the court wants the SEC to come approach the spot Bitcoin ETF applications from a different perspective. So Gensler said, when the court tells us that we're wrong, essentially, then we go back and we look at things through a different lens. And that's why we're now considering the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And apparently there's a 90% chance and blah, blah, blah. That's not what this video is about, right? So how can you say that when the court tells us that we're wrong, then we approach it from a different lens and we readjust our thinking on it and stuff? Gary has been told by the courts that he is wrong about crypto being securities. He has been told by Congress that he is wrong in his assertion that all cryptos are securities. He has been told by both Congress and the court that he is wrong, that the current laws apply and are sufficient to the crypto asset industry. He has been told he's wrong by the judges and by Congress, and he is not approaching it from a different lens like he claims that they do, right? He's flat out been told he's wrong in his approach. So with saying that current rules are sufficient, they're not, right? So where does this charade end? Like, are we at a point um where we are being like, is Gary Gensler a man who's driven by ego? At this point, you have to ask yourself and wonder if he is, um, if because he would be a fool. Any man who's ruled by his ego is a fool, in my opinion. And if this man is now put himself in a position where he has been so adamant for 3 years about saying that he's right and that all digital assets are securities, and now it's at a point where he cannot address the the rulemaking because he's constantly stated that the current laws are sufficient and that nothing is needed, no new rules are needed, and he has pushed that narrative for 3 years. So is it possible, at all, that because he has pushed that narrative so hard in the press for 3 years, that now, if he was to turn around now and say, you know what, Coinbase, yes, we will reassess and start making new rules, would that be too much for his ego to stand? Because in saying that, he would be stating that he has been wrong for 3 years on his narrative that he's been pushing. So, is this a man who is driven by ego and cannot admit that he was wrong? Or is there more sinister plans in the making here, i.e., Elizabeth Warren, in other words, and otherwise? Um, so what is truly happening here is what you have to wonder, because it's weird. He's gonna pass. I mean, guys, let's be real. He's gonna pass a spot Bitcoin ETF. Okay, that's gonna happen next month, in my opinion. So on one hand, he's like, yeah, we're gonna, we're it's a very confusing time because we're looking at a spot Bitcoin ETF being approved, probably somewhere between 8 to 12 of them being approved all at the same time. And then on the other hand, you still have this aggressive approach towards crypto, right? And it's just I don't quite get it. It's very, very confusing, right? Um, is it just a sign that Gary's slowly losing control? Is he a man driven by his ego? Is there more sinister people at play here, like Elizabeth Warren? Let me know what you guys think about this. I would be interested to know. How deep do these waters run is the question that you have to wonder with this, because it's in a point where it's absurd. It is absurd, right? The man has been told by the judges and by Congress that the current rules do not are not sufficient. He's been flat out told that, and he just won't give it up. Will not give it up. So you have to ask yourself, why? Why? Like, at the end of the day, Gary is still a person like you, like me. At the end of the day, he's a human being, right? He goes home to his family at the end of the day. How does he look his wife in the eyes? Is my question. I don't know if I could go home, sit at the dinner table, look my wife in the eyes. No, like his wife has to be at least vaguely aware of what's going on. I mean, the guy's name is plastered everywhere. He's public enemy number one. You'd have to think that he's got to have these conversations with his like with his wife. You would think it's his partner, right? Um, so how do you look her in the eye and say, like, yeah, I've cost investors, I've cost them billions of dollars because I think I'm right, and I've been told I'm wrong. The judges told me I'm wrong. Congress told me I'm wrong. Pretty much everybody has told me that I'm wrong. I'm basically, besides Elizabeth Warren, I'm basically the only one still pushing this narrative as hard as I am. Um, and yeah, I'm costing people money, hon. How was your day? Right? Like, how do you think that your wife and daughters would respect you? Do they respect you? They got to know what you're doing to the general public. I don't know. These are things that I think about as a man, as a family man, as a human. Can I go home with integrity at the end of the day and look my family in the face and know that I'm a good man? I know Gary can't, right? So I don't know. I'm rambling. Anyway, guys, this is just the things that I think about. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. And also, if you want to become a member, guys, if you want to support the channel, then definitely click the uh, click the join button. It's only $4.99, guys. It's super, super cheap. And you get exclusive members only content, which is going to which is going to make you hundreds of percentages. Some of the plays that we've called, guys, I cover this often, but some of the plays that we've called for our members, Taraxa, 2000%. We've called over on the month here, we've called XNA, 420%. We've called SEI Network. We've called, what else have we called for our members? We called CASPA. We called Miria. We called VRA. We've called all these coins, guys. Sorry, my brain's just kind of wandering. But we've called this stuff months and months ago, right? And our members are getting in on these projects super early. And we've just released a couple new videos early this week on more super micro cap gems. I'm just finishing up some research on another one that's going to be released. So if you want to get in on these guys, you got to join the member side. It's definitely worth the $4. If you can get in on a project like Haspa early and make 2,115% profit, I think that's worth $4.99. Would you not a month? Would you not agree? Most channels charge somewhere around 29.99. So definitely worth it. Shout out to our newest member, actually, that just joined yesterday. Be Sincere. Welcome to the party, brother. Welcome over. Hopefully you make some gains on the gems that we drop, man. We're going to help you make a lot of money, hopefully, with our tips and our videos. So definitely check that out, guys. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one.